Welcome back to Business AM, and thank you for joining us after the tiny break. Good. We're still talking digital marketing and digital branding business in the Kenyan economy. It is true, we've laid base on that, and we've known that every company nowadays wants that digital presence. It wants to market itself through digital media. Therefore, we're joined by the CEO, that's Great Branding, Mr. Johnston Vusena, this morning to talk to us about what exactly the business requires and exactly how the outlook is in the Kenyan market. Mr. Vusena, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to have you around here. Okay, let's talk about, therefore, your journey around Great Branding. When did you set up and what have you seen? Have you grown through this period of time?
All right. My journey starts way back.
Yes.
When I was in campus.
Yes.
I was privileged to be among the people who were selected by Google to represent Kenya as a Google student ambassador.
Yes.
So we were taken to Ghana for a training, and when we came back, our task or our mandate
Yes.
was to train students and other people in digital marketing.
Yes.
So that easily started me off, whereby once we went there, we were able to learn, and when we came back, we started now training students on how to use the digital marketing platforms. And immediately I cleared university, I asked myself, why not start a digital marketing company?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's interesting that you talked to me about your Google training. And so when we look at the Kenyan market, isn't it? I mean, we are seeing people now are setting themselves up digital marketers and digital companies.
Yes.
What do you think is that magic bullet that is missing from a digital marketing market in the Kenyan economy?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to acknowledge the government for what they're doing.
Yes.
We've seen they launched the digital blueprint.
Yes.
And this tells you that digital marketing is going, or the digital economy is really taking shape in Kenya.
Yes.
And this tells you that when you look at now the companies that are now coming up with for digital marketing, and even the clients that are now embracing digital marketing, the numbers are very high.
Yes.
When you compare to some years back when people just used to see social media as just a platform for people sharing their information and all that. But as at now, when you look at the digital marketing space in Kenya,
yes,
it has really taken shape. And even when you look at the number of people who are now embracing this platform, or the social media platform and the digital marketing platform, is very high.
Yes.
So that tells you that this is really a bullet that everyone needs now to associate themselves with.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you've been in the market now for some time. You've seen exactly what companies need when it comes to marketing themselves digitally.
Yes.
Do you think that most companies in the Kenyan economy have that ability to push themselves? Yeah. And I want you to talk to me about the SMEs that you've actually gone to and told them, well, I need to market you digitally. Yeah. Do you think they have that ability, and have they realized, therefore, the need to actually push this conversation or push themselves towards this platform?
Okay, digital marketing is broad.
Yes.
And when you look at it at this perspective, where as an SME or a startup,
yes,
when you want to do digital marketing, it requires you a lot, whereby you need to have someone who understands how to develop websites.
Yes.
You need to have someone who understands social media and all the platforms, not just one platform. You need to have a photographer, you need to have a videographer, you need to have someone to edit this content, you need to have someone who gives you the statistics of the data that you get now from your website.
Yes.
And the social media platform. So you get, as an SME or a startup, for you to invest in such a venture, you'll need to have a mass you'll need to have a lot of
that is capital background,
capital background,
yes,
and all that.
Yes.
But when now, since there's emergence of now the digital marketing companies,
yes,
this helps save you a lot, because when you go to a digital marketing agency, you get they have all these,
yes,
within the organization. So you'll not have to look for all those people that make up the digital team.
Yes.
So when you outsource this service, it becomes cheaper for you.
Yes.
So you get that now when you come to now a digital agency, you're able to get the 360 degree of the digital marketing within one organization.
Yes.
So it saves you a lot, it saves you a lot of time, and it helps you concentrate much on what you do best, while the digital marketing agency does everything for you.
Yes. Do you think that for proper digital marketing, and I want to talk to you in this perspective,
Yeah.
do you think it's okay for you to be given that contract for a certain period of time, that we are responsible for this company when it comes to the digital space, and therefore you take it over, as opposed to me coming in and marketing one event or pushing a certain campaign for you in a certain period of time? Do you think that digital presence from this SMEs means me as a company, therefore coming to you as Grid Branding and telling you, well, we're giving you our social media products, our social media visibility, that's your job? Do you think that's what it takes?
Okay, I think outsourcing the entire social media is the best option as compared to do per campaign, whereby you get like when you give us your social media, we are able to plan or come up with a calendar for you for the entire year. So when you are able to come up with a calendar for the entire year, this helps us in telling your story even better, because we know if it's this time, what are we supposed to be telling your customer? If it's at this time of the year, what are we supposed to be telling your customers? So you get like when you outsource the entire social media, it's better as you compare to doing a per campaign, so that you get like we are limited. We are only limited to the current campaign, but we have a team of content developers, we have a team of creatives. These people have a lot that are able to contribute to your organization. So how do we plug in? We cannot give you everything in one campaign, but using the creativity or the creatives that we have around us, we're able to plan for you an year calendar. And using that, we're able to give you the KPIs, whereby we tell you by the end of this period, this is what you should expect to get from your social media platform. This is what you should expect maybe to see, or this is the growth you should expect from your platform. And that's, you see, it's all about having a funnel, a sales funnel. So you get like when you do one campaign, it's not easy for you to have everything in that one campaign. But when you have like a whole year for you to do a campaign, you get like different campaigns. You get that you are able to test. This worked, so how can we use it in the next campaign? So, or you're able to tell, so you're able to tell what works and what doesn't work. And through that, you're able to customize the future campaigns, and that helps the organization in achieving their objective. And hence, you get that the return on investment becomes very high.
It is interesting that we should talk about even how now digital branding companies are able to sustain themselves. What sort of businesses are you into at Grid Branding? Other than just now we're talking about the mainframe digital branding, what sort of businesses are you also into that sort of add to your portfolio?
Okay. Come up again.
Other than this, the main digital branding, what sort of businesses are you into that sort of somebody will look at Grid Branding and say, well, when I need this service, I'll just go to Grid Branding and then they'll give me this service?
Okay, we offer different services. This includes my earlier colleague who was here talked about photography and videography. So you get like a client maybe has already his own digital team, but he doesn't have someone to come up with the photos, to come up with the photos and videography. So we come in as Grid Branding and offer this service. Another business we do is content creation. In terms of, now this is in terms of infographics, in terms of graphic design, coming up with posters, coming up with a company profile, developing your presentation for your organization, developing your business card, all the entire business creative. And also you get like, now after we've designed for you like maybe a company profile, so what happens next? You'll need to print it so that you can present it to someone. So we also do printing services, whereby we people outsource their printing to us. This is in terms of now when you want to maybe to print T-shirts,
Yes.
you want to print promotional materials like umbrellas, you need to print, let's say, notebooks.
Yes.
You need to have customized maybe mugs for your office and all that. So you get like we offer this service.
Yes.
And apart from that, we also offer consultancy services.
Mm-hmm.
So we train other people now to become digital marketers.
Isn't it? Just
You
within
can-
these companies, just
Yes.
to bring them up to speed on exactly
Yes.
what it is they're supposed to do from time to time, just to be
Yes.
up to speed, isn't it?
Yes.
Johnson, I just want to get to the last question this morning.
Yes.
I know you've set up as Grid Branding. Can you paint for me your picture in the next 5 years and tell me something within the Kenyan economy right now that actually makes you think that, yes, this picture is actually possible within the next 5 years?
Okay, thank you very much. Within the 5 years, we're looking at Grid Branding being the industry leader when it comes to digital branding.
Yes.
And this in terms of, we're looking at even whenever anyone wants to, things about setting up a digital farm, whenever the government looks at implementing any digital strategy, we're looking at them reaching out to us in terms of this, because we're looking at us creating and branding ourselves in such a way that we become the industry leader.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson. It's been a pleasure having Grid Branding for this conversation this morning. Guess what? This is your first time, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna call you back again so that we lay background and proper baseline to these conversations. And guess what? SMEs and actually introducing themselves into the Kenyan economy is been viewed as a way to integrate yourselves within the Kenyan businesses. We have a big standing within the Kenyan economy, and the government actually understands the role in which SMEs play, and it's through this therefore that we get to talk to companies like Grid Branding who are into integrating themselves properly within the Kenyan economy. Guess what? You can talk to them. They're Grid Branding. They're right here in Nairobi. If you need any service from them, guess what? They're ready for you. This has been another edition of Business AM. Wow, that's quite a long time. Well, let's take it again. This has been another edition of Business AM. My name is Simbalaja Charles Kiagi. Guess what? These conversations are going straight to YouTube and Facebook. Actually, click right away. You can get a rerun of this conversation, and also in a way to reach some of the entrepreneurs and business personalities in which that we host here on the show. We cut the show. I'll join you at 1 p.m. from Metropole News at 1, and I promise you, if nothing happens in between now and tomorrow, 6:30 a.m., I'll join you again tomorrow for another edition of Business AM. Good morning.